Oops, not my microphone. Sorry about that. Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where, again, I'm recording live on Twitch. This scenario sent in by Jacob, and I've changed the date from 1940, which we see quite a lot, to 1918, which we don't. Two battlecruisers versus, well, a cruiser squadron. Heavy cruiser, 4 lights, 2 destroyers. Do you like a good battlecruiser build? Now, I use the battlecruiser 3 a lot. Like, a lot. So, let's use the battlecruiser 2 instead. We'll go for a big one. Yeah, we're going to want secondaries. No, this is 1918 Andromeda. Or the original scenario was 1940, but I get a lot of scenarios for 1940, and I do it a lot. So I will often just reduce the year a bit, unless it's like end of World War II type of thing. In the story descriptions, right, there we go. By the way, if you're watching this and you're thinking, oh, I have to be a Patreon, or I have to get a Patreon to get my scenario notice, that's not the case at all. Patrons get to submit their scenarios and get their scenarios featured quickly, but it is definitely not the case that you need them you need a Patreon to get a scenario. The daily videos, I do one a day, except Tuesdays when I do Taskmaster. Yeah, 11s might be a good shout. Although 14s might be an even better shout. I know that seems like overkill, given what I'm fighting, but I did say I wanted to do some more realistic ships today, and everyone always complains about me and 14-inch guns and the nasty things I say about them. Well, here you go. I'm using a 14-inch gun battlecruiser. There you go. Smokestacks. Pre-dreadnoughts? I'm not a fan of the pre-dreadnoughts. Use the short boy tower. Actually, you're right. They are interesting ones, but this one just has that extra base accuracy. It really is worth it. And yeah, I'm definitely going to include some secondary guns, so I'm just going to move that back and the 2 mains forward a bit, because I want to try and fit in a secondary barbette that can shoot over the top. Standard will be absolutely fine. And on the back, a short should be enough. Now then, question is what kind of secondary gun? And I think for a 14, let's go for a 7. I think that's a nice complementary size. And then we'll have some 3-inch casements as well, just for a little bit of extra anti-destroyer dagger. But there we go. Should be good. Oh, you want some torpedo tubes? We can have some torpedo tubes. Let's just go for the 4.5 torpedo tubes today. Won't bother with the side ones. Just for why not? Okay, oil. 52 smoke, eh? Two advanced funnels then. Oh, they're even almost the right height. Lovely. Zero smoke interference. Oh, that's the good stuff. That's optimal. Now then, boilers. Induced will probably be enough to get us to some pretty spicy speeds. Well, for the era. 32 knots. That's not at all terrifying. Now then, let's start getting the rest of the ship built out. It's a British battlecruiser, so I want to have very long range. No, not Harvey armor. So the tower here has a certain amount, well, the towers, wherever it is, have a certain amount of smoke they can actually tolerate. But the actual observation thing on these towers is way up here. Let's get the rangefinder set up first. Bring a hydrophone. Should we bring a RDF? Yeah, let's bring an RDF. Screw it. My flash fire chance 14%. Oof, no. Now, given what we're up against, I'm tempted to use Lidite. Because we shouldn't need much in the way of pen. It's just, I think, I just don't like using Lidite. Let's go for, no, screw it, I never use it. Well, it's not true. I do sometimes use it. Let's go Lidite heavy. With an enhanced reload, advanced hydraulic turrets. Let's get some 20-inch fast torpedoes on those underwaters. I don't think this would have a turtle back. Let's go for just a regular armoured citadel. And you've got 2 reinforced bulkheads. 1 standard barbette thickness. 13% flash fire chance. Why not? And then we can get some armour, because this thing's going to need it. Do not need that much deck armour. 2 and 1, if that. In fact, fighting cruise is probably just 1 inch everywhere. Will be more than enough. We'll keep the 3.5 on the turret top. The belt, 12, 12, 12 would be perfect. There we go. A little bit more on those secondaries. Can deal with that. There we go. The palace. Not bad. Is crew a factor in this game? Not at the moment, but your ship does have a crew complement up here. And what components you fit does change this value. So 1,448 crew this ship requires. And I'm going to make a guess in the campaign that you're going to have limits on how many crew you can get a hold of, or at least limits on the amount of experienced crew, because we do know that there's some form of crew officer system coming. So yeah, maintenance, build time, all this stuff up here that we kind of ignore at the moment. 32 knots in the 20s is terrifying. It is. This is 1918. Although technically with 26-month build time it would be finished in early 1920. So yeah, it's ridiculous. It makes them the fastest. I mean, I don't think anything was up at 32 knots in this era at all. In real life, obviously in Ultimate Admiral, it's a little bit different. Yeah, this I think. I mean, this thing. I mean, if this thing had been built in real life, 32 knots, 14-inch guns. Okay, only 6 of them. Could be nasty. Oh, I've just noticed the full weight offset. which I didn't adjust. Whoops. I won't look at the enemy ships. I won't look at the enemy ships. I won't look at the enemy ships. We'll just go back. We'll fix that. La 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 la. We got. Yeah, full-way offset. Just move the rear turret back a little bit. There we go. Apologies. Let's go back. No, I don't think this would compare to Hood. Hood had a lot more firepower. Had 15s, 8 of them. And I don't think this ship would be particularly great in its original role as a battlecruiser much past the 1920s. But let's say one of these ships survived into World War II. Be pretty nice for hunting down, you know, the Deutschland class heavy cruisers and stuff like that. The German convoy raiders. Yeah. With a modernization. Oh, I love the 15-inch. 15-inch gun is a really nice caliber. I've been using the 16s more. But yeah. Right. Heavy cruiser, 4 lights, 2 destroyers. Let's go. We have Rodney and Pallas. This is probably going to be complete butchery, by the way. For one side or the other, depending on how many torpedoes we end up varying against. Because these ships, as battlecruisers, are more designed as a... Well, not as a capital ship. No, they're definitely not designed with that in mind. But these are true battlecruisers with pretty punchy guns that could potentially damage something bigger than them. But mostly they're just here to bully small ships. Bully them so much. Doesn't look half bad either. Still though, 32 knots. That's absolutely bonkers in this time period. And they're not unarmored. They've got pretty good belt armor on them. Just the deck armor that is lacking. Obviously, we've been spotted. There we go. Enemy in sight. A light cruiser. Well, protected cruiser. Jeez. Actually, Rodney, you keep going the way you're going. Pallas. On starboard. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Yeah, I wouldn't use these for convoy escort, but they would be absolutely brilliant for probably actually deployment in somewhere like the Pacific, where their fast speed and punchy guns get to do horrible things as convoy raiders. But if you're thinking Mediterranean theatre, this thing would be brilliant for doing a run to... Okay, there goes the there goes the cruiser. To what is that? 3 hits. Yep. Well, 2 hits from the 14s. It's just, yeah, 14-inch lyddite, heavy, high explosive shell. Just completely obliterated that ship. The Stromboli light cruiser. It does have torpedoes, 2 of them, but it didn't do very much. What have we got coming in now? Destroyer. Lots of torps. Let's see if we can't deal with them. Helps to have ships coming from 2 angles. See if we can catch them in a crossfire. Engine damage, that's good. Flooding, that's good too. We can get 2 eager, Rodney. Yep, absolutely painless for the Stromboli. Well, oh shit. Relatively. Told you they had torpedoes. God damn. See, this is the thing, right? The AI... I don't remember getting a torpedo warning there. Maybe there was and I just missed it. The AI could avoid those. Like, genuinely. Actually, what happens if I do that? How are you going to deal with it? No, you're gonna get hit. I swear they're able to turn better when they're AI controlled. Oh, it's doing that weird thing where it's uncontrollable now. This is why I didn't want to have 8 destroyers in the scenario, because in this era they can pop out of nowhere. Still though, if we can avoid that last one. And goes one of the destroyers. No, it's going to hit us. God damn. Or is it? No, it missed. Whew. Okay, you can get out of here. Nope, sunk. God damn. That was stupid of me. No anti-torpedo belt on these things. There's a definite weakness in their design. I wasn't expecting quite that many torpedoes on board the destroyers, or for them to be able to launch them at that range. But that was my own stupidity. See what I mean? There they are. Now, the AI, I guarantee you... No, turn the wrong way. I guarantee you the AI would be able to avoid those no problem with this exact ship. Anyway, we'll do a serious strategy game donut. Round we go. No, yeah, well, it's not quite one shot. They've got at least a little bit of a reload. What kind of torps are they? Standard 20-inch. Like that's one of the things though about this era. Torpedoes here are actually pretty damn decent. So if you're struggling with torps in UAD, try it in 1918. They're a lot more dangerous. Because it's really before... I mean, this thing does have a hydrophone, but as you can see, it's not exactly great. Hit. I think the ships are fine. Just, yeah, I should have spotted those torpedoes when they were fired. Being a little bit more cautious. Bum bum. Yeah, Palace sunk, because I'm an idiot. Who's firing those? Is that the heavy? It is. Ah, okay. Looked at the heavy. Weird design. Oh, fuck off with that shit. You know what? Have one courtesy of us. You can get it on target. No, you sank before I could do it. Damn. I was going to try and torpedo him. But the 14s did the job. Has wing turrets. Oh, dearie me. And there we go. So as long as you have, you know, lookouts who are paying attention, pretty nasty. Pretty nasty indeed. Yeah, I like the design. I think in order to get in some anti-torpedo, well, obviously we can only go up to a 3 there. We need to lose 5% weight somewhere. I wonder if you could do it purely on slowing down. No. You'd need to drop something else. Mind you could go for an anti-torp 2, so you had a little bit, and you could drop. Tell you what, you could drop your belt extended to get it under, because the belt extend on this is a little high, historically speaking. So you could go for something like that. Slightly different version, so to get that torpedo protection in. Still only single bottom hull, but that would probably be a better variation on the ship. Not quite as fast, still fast at 30 knots. Does, however, have the torpedo protection at the cost of a little bit of belt extended. But still, 8-inch belt extended is enough to deal with cruisers and stuff. So, there we go. A little bit of a Mark II version. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye-bye.